YouTube? Happy Friday. It's your main man BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner News Network. And we're talking about XRP. So let me know what you guys think about XRP. There's a lot of new news on the pipeline for XRP and a lot of breaking news. We have not heard or confirmed with the lawsuit yet. So let me know if you saw anything or if you've heard about the Ripple lawsuit with XRP being dismissed. I thought it would be dismissed last week. It didn't get dismissed last week. I thought they were meeting this week, but I have not been able to find any definitive evidence or anybody saying straight up that the case was dismissed. But thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing. Good morning, Doc McStuffins. What is up? I like that coffee and a donut. So what time is it there, Doc McStuffins? Currently, it is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the great state of Texas. I'm not sure about where you guys are and what time it is there, but I guess we will start the screen share because I'm actually looking at something before I get going. Just trying to get a couple more posts up real quick, and we will see. But I guess I'll go ahead and start the screen share so we can get the party started. Thanks for joining. AZ time, it is 11 a.m. Arizona time, I guess. AZ's Arizona. And just looking at a couple things. All right, we'll go ahead and do. That's weird. I guess we'll start the screen share. Don't forget to join the Black Tiger Miner Twitter page. And here's the screen share. So, this is the Black Tiger Miner Twitter page. Stay current with news and events. And currently, let's see here. Don't forget to join in the Discord. I need to update the Discord. I actually haven't been on the Discord in a while. You guys, I've been crazy busy, running back and forth and getting ready for different things going on. But don't forget to sign up for the Twitter page. And let me see here. Actually, this is Ripple receives approval on international cryptocurrency transactions in Dubai. Dubai is bullish on Ripple. XRP approved. XRP for oil trades. What? Dubai approved XRP. What? They're buying oil with XRP? Shut the front door. So this is Ripple DFSA license revolutionized cross-border payments in Dubai. Discuss faster, cheaper transactions, blockchains, and rise in the Middle East. Let's see what these guys are talking about. Okay. Why is there no sound here? That's weird. Are they not talking? Did I miss something? What the? Okay, I guess we're not going to watch this video. Because why is there no sound here? It's really weird. See if we can find it on XRP Bank. Do I have sound? Maybe they monetize it out. I don't know. Is there really no sound there? Okay, so I got sound. That's weird. I guess we'll keep it moving because I was actually banking on that sound being there. And it's weird you guys posted a picture of just with no sound. But either way it go. XRP adds $16 trillion in value as tokenization on XRP Ledger and XLUSD. Ripple eyes $16 trillion in trends tokenization on XRP Ledger and RLUSD. Brad Gensinghouse, what Amazon was to books, Ripple is to cross-border payments. That's saying a whole lot, right? They're saying they're going to literally take over the book market. Russia's using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins for oil trade with China and India to bypass sanctions. BRIC City stablecoin RLUSD. There are several reports from banks in Russia that positive he highlights XRP in the past. What? I don't even understand what that means, positive highlights in the past. And I'm not reading that article either. I'll have to come back and research that for a little later. Let me know if you guys have heard about that as well. Breaking news, finance author and wealth manager Linda P. Jones says every Bitcoin max will regret not investing in XRP. Like and retweet if you are sure banks will use XRP as a bridge currency. Boom, BlackRock to file XRP ETF this year. Who's not getting? I need to file my own XRP ETF for crying out loud. Um, XRP stands as the number one base cryptocurrency, as we knew it would. Uh, will XRP become the standard payment and settlement? The biggest USA based crypto coins ranked by market cap, and of course, XRP is at the top. Solana's 2, USDC, and for some reason, I got some USDC sent to my wallet. Kind of weird, but hey, I ain't complaining. Cardano, Dodge, HBAR, Link, XML, AVAX, Suri, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Classic. Interesting. Um, XRP Strategic Reserve will make this happen easier than ever. XRP to 10,000 to 35,000, please and thank you. XRP's parabolic rallies coming according to predictions. My early retirement is sorted out. Again, please and thank you. Is there no sound? No sound on this one either. This is weird. Yeah. Breaking. Crypto.com has received a license from Vara Dubai to offer derivatives in the UAE. XRP has gained Vara approval for use in Dubai International Finance Center. XRP Crypto.com derivatives. What the frick is Vara? Why is there no sound on any of my videos? Am I doing? Is there something?
Whether it is locally, regionally, or even international. Ripple Swell being in the UAE is a great testament to that ecosystem worldwide, and it takes it very seriously that Dubai is actually now at the center of everything that Ripple is doing as well, whether it is locally, regionally, or even internationally. And Ripple Swell being in the UAE is a great testament to that ecosystem worldwide, and it takes it very seriously that.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Glad I figured out the volume. Let's see if we can go back, see if there's a.
Would settle on agreement. So this would happen instantaneously, somewhere between $10,000 and $35,000 a coin. And our lives will be, maybe the same, maybe different. I don't know.
Definitely would be life changing. I don't know what you're doing with your stuff, but if mine gets to that point, bro, we're looking for islands to buy.
Expect Ripple, the leading
Is Epstein Island for sale? Not to do what they're doing, but it would be nice, bro. We're buying, we're looking for islands to buy. So shout out to the XRP Army and this Dubai. I see what these
provider
guys
of
are talking
digital
about.
asset infrastructure for financial services. No stranger to this part of the world. In fact, was it around about 6 months ago, the beginning of October last year, we got news coming through from the DFSA and the DIFC authorities as well that Ripple had secured in principle approval from the DFSA to expand its services from the Dubai International Financial Centre. Well, the good news is that in principle has now become principle of blockchain power company has now been fully licensed by the DFSA. Good news, therefore, for the managing director of Middle East and Africa at Ripple. Reese Merrick has been kind enough to join us live in the studio. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Yeah, congratulations on ticking all the boxes required by the DFSA and the DIFC. What does this mean for you and the team at Ripple?
Look, essentially, this is the first, we're the first blockchain-powered cross-border payment solution that have full approval and regulation to operate in the region, which is, extremely exciting. And certainly the evidence is the forward steps that this region are taking to allow innovation to be able to flourish. So what does that mean? That means that we're able to service FIs, payment service providers, exchange houses, and other corporates to be able to utilize blockchain and crypto with their cross-border settlement. And, being one of the largest hubs for cross-border settlement, we see a huge amount of interest there.
You said it, Reese. We are the hub word, that's
Absolutely.
for sure. How often do we use that at the moment? Look, Dubai long made plays being a hub for aviation, a hub for tourism, a hub for this, a hub for financial services. A hub for blockchain at the moment, the UAE and Dubai, is that something we're seeing?
Absolutely. I think, we've seen so many advancements when it comes to regulation in this region, which first and foremost allows businesses, both international and kind of startups in the region, to operate and build products with clarity. And, that certainly lacks in other jurisdictions. So what does that mean? That means that, the UAE is attracting a lot of talent. It's attracting a lot of international businesses. Ripple are a global business, but we're really planting the flag in the UAE because we have that level of support from top down in the region.
Blockchain is not new. I don't need to tell you that. You've been very much invested in it for a long, long time, but it might be new to a number of listeners and viewers. It's becoming a lot more mainstream for us at the moment. How is it perceived in the financial sector at the moment? Is that evolution at the moment? And what is the UAE doing for its reputational play in the financial sector as a whole at the moment?
Look, I've been in the industry and working for Ripple.
Bam. Bro, I'm not tripping. But does this guy look like a Saturday Night Live actor or something? It just seems weird, right? It doesn't even seem real. I know there's nothing wrong. He's just trying to do his video, but it just seems kind of weird, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm tripping, but the guy seems like maybe it's the way the mic's sitting. I don't know, man. It just seems comical to me. Sorry to butt in on that, but I thought that was funny. I had to say something. This guy seems kind of weird, man. What is going on? But let's get back to the video.
For 7 years now. I can tell you 7 years ago when I was in London meeting with large FIs, big multinational banks, that the topic of conversation is very different to what we see today.
Yeah.
Right. People are looking at ways to implement blockchain and crypto technology into their offerings. And really, I think that is an advancement in, I guess, the sector. That's a lot of institutional interest that's coming into the market. And there's a lot more confidence with regulation that allows them to operate in this space. So, the UAE has certainly played its part from a regulatory perspective to enable more interest. And I think we're going to see a flurry of, large institutions really kind of adopting this technology.
Yeah, it's so interesting you mentioned regulation there. No shortage of efforts being applied by the UAE and the Dubai authorities into regulation of the sector. In terms of practicalities, it's interesting that we're chatting to you on the same day. I was just talking to Kaspersky a few minutes ago about the rising problem of bank frauds, the rising problem of losing, of being affected by people stealing your details, etc., online. How is blockchain impacting global payments at the moment? How is it improving global payments?
Look, if you think of cross-border payments today, essentially they're built on technology which was from the 1970s. So in essence, if I want to move money if I'm a corporate and I want to send funds overseas, typically that payment could take, 1-2 days, may fail, will be extremely costly to do that. So the benefits of blockchain is you can move value in real time at a fraction of the cost. So really it adds that level of speed, efficiency, and transparency whilst reducing the level of failures along the way.
Blockchain, obviously here to stay. Crypto technology is obviously here to stay. Again, what do you say to the naysayers out there who might be listening in or otherwise going, oh yeah, this is just a little bit of a trend at the moment?
I think from a Ripple perspective, we're very focused on building utility around crypto, around blockchain. I think that from our perspective, it's about education. Recently we partnered with the NYU Abu Dhabi, where we basically have a blockchain for business strategies leadership course for financial leaders to really understand the benefits of the blockchain technology, how crypto and more broadly digital assets can really kind of aid their businesses. But it is a level of education, right, that is needed. And then there is certain areas where they can see the benefits and be able to implement them processes into their offering.
In terms of that education as well, I mean, I know that you and the team have worked closely with DIFC, the Innovation Hub, and moving things forward as well. Is that key to getting the message across, to educate from as early as possible?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think, there's a ton of interest, but often, where do people go to find out all this information? They can go online, but what we want to be able to do is nurture developers to be able to really kind of show them the benefits and what they're building. And our partnership with the DIFC Innovation Hub is part of an accelerator program, because you can have a great idea to build on a blockchain and the XRP ledger, but then how do you build that into a business? And really that's kind of what we believe is the missing step. So having that support, that mentorship, that, hey, if I need a regulation, where do I need to go and get that? We found that our partnership with the DIFC Innovation Hub has really kind of accelerated that level of interest and level of growth in the region.
Right, let's find out what's next if we can, because congratulations again, as you said, a first in this sphere to get fully licensed by the DFSA. You've talked to us about what this means to you, but what's it mean next for all the team at Ripple? What's this going to allow you to do, not just here in Dubai and the UAE, but further afield?
So Ripple, as you mentioned at the start, we're a digital asset blockchain infrastructure provider. So first and foremost, where we have licenses and we've acquired 60 globally now, we're able to serve those markets to be able to benefit from our cross-border payment technology. We also acquired a company called Metaco, who are an enterprise bank-grade custody solution, whereby you mentioned earlier about fraud and safety. That is paramount for any institution to enter this space. And we have, the likes of HSBC, BBVA, DBS actually using our custody technology to ensure that safety when it comes to holding and dealing with digital assets. And then we launched a USD-backed stablecoin the back end of last year, which again we see as the next phase of the way that is growing is considerable, and we see huge amount of benefits as it overlaps with our payment offering there.
Busy times for Rhys Merritt, the Managing Director, Middle East and Africa, and the rest of the team at Ripple. Big thanks to you, Rhys, for joining us live here in studio, live on the Business Breakfast.
Yeah, shout out to Rhys and the Ripple DFSA license. I think that was pretty cool. Definitely worth listening to. Some really good information there. We looked at this already. This is where we're at. Breaking news. XRP has surpassed Ethereum's evaluation. What? Shut the front door. Ethereum market cap is what is that? 228 trillion? billion, 228 billion. So what is Ripple's? That's weird. Where's Ripple's evaluation? Oh, 133 billion. So how did they pass? Ripple. I mean, how did they pass Ethereum? 230. Oh, fully diluted evaluation 228 billion versus 230 billion. I guess they will flip Ethereum. It's nice to know. So Ethereum's 238.9 billion. Ripple is 133, $2.34 and climbing. So let me know what you guys think about that. You're definitely running out of time to get in on the Ripple XRP train. Currently, it is $2.34 down 0.69 in the last hour. Up 422 in the last 24 hours. Down 7 in the last 7 days. $3.97 last 30. $3. I keep saying dollars. 3.9% in the last 30 days. 2.2% in the last 90 days. So let me know what you guys think about that as well. And that was all the Twitter news. So let's go back to this video from a main man, Stock Mo. See what Stock Mo has to say.
Oh man, happy Friday to you. And of course, out there, what is happening is the SEC dealing with XRP right now to figure out if it's a commodity. Oh my, it almost reminds me of what? Let me see if I can find one of my hats here. Right here. Ooh, what's that? That's an Ethereum hat, man. Let's go. Are they trying to figure out if XRP is a pure commodity? They seem like they're brothers already, the way everything went down, the ICOs, everything, right? But yet here we go. Oh, there's talk out there and they're trying to figure out what's happening. And of course, I'm going to talk about that in this video. So we got some talking to do. I thought we would have had a settlement before the end of this week. We did not yet, at least at the making of this video. You never know, family. If you're with the XRP family, let me know down below because we're going to go over some major details here. Hit that like button, get this one over 1,000 likes. More importantly, let's go. Put XRP. Where are you watching from today as well in the chat? Let me know what you think about all this. When do you think that we're going to be done with this whole lawsuit thing? Do you think it's going to go all the way to the middle to end of April? Or do you think, like I thought, we'd be done here in the middle of March? I don't know, but I'm looking for answers out there. We're getting some scoops as well in this video. Very interesting stuff, but it doesn't stop us. It doesn't stop us. We're going to look at the charts on XRP as well. We're making money in the Discord. Let's go. Now, if you haven't done it, click that first link here. Once you do, boom, you're going to be taken over to the Patreon where you can join as an earner. And you get access to the live stream trading twice a week. We got the portfolios, the expert traders, the advanced charts now we have now, as well as the bread bot charts, which are my bread recipe, portfolios, option plays, crypto plays, and so much more. Family, get over there for pennies a day, and you're going to have access to that. Now, some shout outs to start some positivity before we roll into it. Another day over 100. Let's go, Benny. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Gordon Gecko, hold on. I feel like we're was that that's not which one was that? Let me know it down below in the comments. What that's not Wall Street. That's Wall Street, right? Yeah, and then moving down, Crystal sharing some wins from yesterday. I love seeing it. And Max, we had a lot of wins yesterday. So if you guys are part of the Discord, put those wins down there. I love reading about them. Now, the SEC, this is the big thing. And I say there's two big things now. They got what do we got here? Chuck Schumer says he won't block Republican funding bill amid Democratic divisions over shutdown. So they're going to pass the funding bill. Why do we care, Mo? Because it's going to lead to a pump today. And you can already see the markets going higher before the markets open, which there's a correlation, strong correlation between equities and crypto. If this is what I think it could be, we could have a nice bounce up and the markets could rally from here. And we'll talk more about that, which means crypto could finally rally from here. That's a whole different argument, though, for this video. And we will talk about it in this video. At the end, though, SEC considers classifying XRP as a commodity in settlement talks with Ripple. All right. So they're discussing all this. And I like Charles here talking about it. And the scoop from yesterday on Ripple, the settlement negotiations, they're weighing that if the commission is whether XRP continues to trade and have a utility that makes it more a commodity and not a security. I am told the Ethereum example is key. It was obviously issued as an ICO. Its characteristics on issuance was no different than XRP, both used to finance the build out of the platform, yet Ripple got sued and Ethereum didn't because ETH had since morphed into a commodity. What is being discussed now is a comparison between the two cryptos. The SEC believes ETH trades as a pure commodity. They are trying to determine if the commission can make that case with XRP. Family, let's go. Pure commodity. If that happens and everything goes away, woo, take the leash off of XRP. It should be able to explode higher. Now, these are all just things we're hearing. I'm not down there knocking on doors in DC right now. All right. I'm not into the FINRA building yet. Maybe I'll take a picture of one of the FINRA buildings over the next week for you, and I'll stop in and say hi to them. I don't know. We'll see. We got a lot of things happening out there. Yeah. Ripple SEC lawsuit nears end. I believe the latest this would go would be into April. In other words, by the end of April, this is all done. And so I know you're tired of hearing about it. I know you guys are ready to have it. You're ready to have XRP explode higher. We all are. But nothing's going to happen like that until they get this case settled. Plain and simple. So for everybody watching every day, waiting for that miracle pump, I'm going to tell you once again, you need this case settled before it's going to happen. Love it, hate it. I can't, I don't know what else to say to you. You got to have this settled. I think in the background right now, it's tough. There's that fine, over $125 million there. They don't want to give that up. Well, the new SEC leadership, I think that'll go away. Here's my opinion. It's going to go away. They're trying to find a way to get all the judge and everything else to go away. And they're working on it. I'm telling you, I just feel in the bottom of my bones. My bones. I feel like I'm 110 right now. My bones are telling me that the president got involved. He put down some commands. David Sachs is in there doing his thing. We know we got Uncle Paulie Atkins doing his thing. Oh, they're all working towards this goal. But once a judge makes a decision, man, it puts up a big roadblock. So I think they're going to get away with it. I should say get away from it and use the commodity argument. I like it. It's a good way forward. If that is the way it's done, and they do this somehow, if they dismiss with prejudice, that means they can't bring it up again in the future. XRP could explode up quickly from that point. If there's a wishy-washy kind of settlement, like, I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe, but we're going to let you be a commodity. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on. That's not good. We need it to be settled permanently. That's what I'm looking for. Is it going to be an open settlement? Is it going to be something where we know all the details, or is this going to be a settlement? It's closed, a closed settlement where we just don't get the details. I don't think it'll be that. I know some people are calling for that. I am not one. I believe it should be open to help crypto explode higher, to the advancement of crypto, the advancement of XRP. Let's not hide in the shadows. Choking on a jalapeno chip there. That's all right. That's all right. I heard you. You make some good jalapeno chips. I tried one. I got a jalapeno tree 5 feet away from me. It's 4 feet tall. It's huge. All right. Now, take a look at what we got here. We got a little double bottom here, right? We keep getting new lower lows. So let me just say this up front. This is not the most positive charts. XRP on the daily. Not bad, not totally great, blah, blah, blah. I want to pull this up, go to the Coinbase, pull it up with my lines in the sand. And you notice it's not bad. It's not great. We have sideways traded since the November pump. And the reason is this thing is sitting so pretty and the big money knows it. If I show you Ethereum and Bitcoin, down it goes. Look at XRP, holding tough, man. If you're a part of the XRP family, hit that like, because we are just getting started. And I'm going to continue to DCA into it. And I'm loving it. I heard some people say, oh, you know, Mo, how much XRP you got? A lot. I got a lot. I got 6 figures worth of XRP, and I have no problem with that. And I'm going to continue to buy more. I'm waiting for the same information you all are waiting on. The overall crypto space right now, weak is all weak gets, which is not good. And so that's one of the things we're watching for. I think XRP is going to outperform both Bitcoin and Ethereum the rest of this year. There's too many good catalysts for them. The good catalyst for Bitcoin and Ethereum, you know, Ethereum got the spot or the staking reward, which is big. Bitcoin, it really, you know, the strategic reserve asset classification was big, but you know, that was just like I said yesterday, putting lipstick on a pig. You know, left hand money or right hand money put in the left hand. Still, they're same. You know, there wasn't a lot to it, right? Now we look at XRP and all the possible 2025 positive catalysts. Man, they're massive. We're talking spot ETFs everywhere. Didn't I just show you guys something like that too? Right here. Franklin Templeton files for spot ETF. They all are. There's so many companies. I want BlackRock to get in here and start doing their thing. Man, this is going to be big. JP Morgan calling for 8 billion in the first year. Oh, get the good classification. Take the handcuffs off XRP. Let it explode up. Let it explode up. And we'll go from there, right? Now, watch it. You guys, we're on a new candle. I showed this candle last night. Let's take a look at it as we're moving up, moving up, moving up. 220, what do we got there? 227. Nice. I told you we're going to get up to 240 something as we touch the 50 EMA. I didn't say as if, it was when. It's going to be a slow process until we get the results. Once we get the results, boom, you're going to get that up to the 50 EMA, if not way ahead of that. If it's a positive results, we go back all the way up to 274. If we go above there, you're going up to 291, 292. And then if we go above there, you're going all the way. And we confirm above. What I mean is that you're going up to new highs. Once you confirm, and I'll put a line right here. Once you confirm above this line, confirm, that means close above, have one more candle, close above that candle, you are at 340, or you're above the 340 range. That's what's going to happen. So I am watching all of these for massive purchases. I got a lot of dry powder. This is still bearish. Do not lose focus on this. It's still bearish. It could turn bearish again where you have this up, 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 fails at the 13 and comes back down. It always could. That's the thing I watch for. And you can see it coming down. We need this to break up. And I think it's only a matter of time before we do. I already talked about the catalyst in this video, and I'm pumped to make a lot of money on it. If you're with me on that, like I said, hit that like. We got 4 green candles in a row. Let's hope for a nice pump today. Now, if you haven't followed me over to the Discord, get in there. First link down below. Boom. Save your 50% off that first month today. Earner tier, get you access to the expert traders, myself, and a whole bunch of great stuff in there. Second link down below is the Kraken one. Boom, click that. I have the new Kraken Challenge portfolio I'm starting next week. Get funded today. In other words, click the second link, open your account, fund it, whatever. A couple $100, a couple $1,000, it's up to you. I'm putting 10 G's in, starting a brand new portfolio, sharing it on YouTube next week. I can't wait to get into that. All right, family. That is the major updates for today. I will be back. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm looking forward to it. See you in the Discord.
So shout out to Stock Mo and the updates for XRP. Moving forward to Martin Locus, XRP Ripple, Bitcoin, Big News Live. I don't know if that was the one I was looking for. Why the value? This is why the value of XRP. Did I start this one already? Let's see what Encash has
until
to say.
recently.
Wait.
Now, we even go back to January where Trump launched a meme coin and everyone was like, oh, well, I thought utility was the next big thing. Well, guess what? No, it's not, because, we have Trump launching a meme coin. I want you guys to understand that there is a lot of noise in this space. There's a lot of distractions. And I do think that meme coins are actually one of the biggest distractions that we have in front of us. And technically, you could throw Bitcoin into the mix and say, oh, well, Bitcoin's one of the biggest meme coins, because what utility does Bitcoin actually have? And everyone says, well, it has a store of value, right? But, again, everyone's beliefs are a little bit different. In my opinion, true utility comes down to, does the project actually have viable use? Can I use it for, X, Y, and Z? What's the efficiencies, behind it? What can change if we do tap into this technology and utilize it instead of just buying and holding it? And that's where we really kind of look at projects like XRP. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, it's because of this post here. Big shot to Subjective Views. We have Justin, Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, says regulating crypto is a national security concern. This is a big statement because it's highlighting the fact that we will accelerate the push on regulations, which will lead to, well, we're going to get there in a second.
You talked about regulatory uncertainty. One of the areas our students are interested is in cryptos, digital assets. What do you think is likely to happen there with stablecoin bills and what the SEC gets to do, what the CFTC gets to do, what needs to happen through legislation? Is there a timeline?
That's another thing, as soon as possible. And now I'm really heartened by the fact that this president has embraced this new digital currency and crypto and blockchain and all that. We have an AI czar and crypto czar, and David Sachs, who comes from the industry and is very knowledgeable and excellent at what he does. They had a big, they had the big gathering at the White House a couple of days ago, and the president said, in simple terms, he said, the people who will be regulating crypto now love crypto and they don't hate crypto. As simple as that sounds, it's a pretty important formula. People who will embrace the new technology and come up with a sort of a market structure framework that will help it to flourish. We don't want other countries to jump ahead of us on this, and certainly we're in a competition with China on everything. It's a national security concern in some respect that we stay in front of them on AI and crypto and everything that comes from big tech. And I think we have the right people in place to do that. So they will help guide Congress. You don't want to turn Congress loose to regulate something they don't fully understand. Okay, so we had a.
We at the Pesaris Center are willing and ready to help them figure that out.
Thank you. We'll need it. We'll need it. There's a lot of interest. The interest level is much higher than the understanding. I don't mean just among Congress. I mean among everyone. And so we have a steep learning curve. Education. We're sort of blue ocean territory in some ways on this. And so we got to be careful. We don't want Congress to over-regulate it. We don't want to stifle innovation, but you certainly do need some stability on a cryptocurrency that a lot of people don't fully even understand.
And yeah, I mean, listen, as we really think about that, we are in competition when it comes to crypto. We are in competition around digital currencies and digital assets, because even outside of the US, we continue to see the big moves happening. And it's not like the US is oblivious to this. They are, aware of this. They know that this is happening. And that's why they are now starting to really kind of step on the gas and say, all right, well, now is the time that we need to start regulating this. We need to regulate this so that we could utilize it and properly integrate it to see the benefits. And that's what leads me over here to this post here from Smoke Dog, where, we have these high level meetings and discussions where we have the focus put on utility. The next phase of crypto adoption will be the utility phase. And we hear this quite often. I'm going to talk about this in, a little bit more detail in a second, but check this out.
Portion of the crypto market doesn't really work with the principles that we're looking to kind of support here. And what is kind of shifting is this principle of utility. Jeremy Allaire, who's Circle's CEO, the issuer of USDC, made a lot of comments about this recently, saying that the next age of crypto needs to be the age of utility, where there's real use cases that make sense to people, in their kind of day-to-day lives, things that like Jess is building at checkout.com. And I think that's where we're going to start to see mainstream adoption, is where, whether it's financial institutions saying, there's tokenized securities, or that there's, things that we can traditional products, and put them on the blockchain and make it, more efficient and less friction. And, that's from the institutional side. But from the retail side, there needs to be something else to just, trying to make a speculative play. And I think once these assets get a little bit more mature with bringing utility to market, that's where I think that you'll see a lot more kind of foundational kind of flourishing in a way that really matters to people, as opposed to just the speculation.
And yeah, this makes a lot of sense, because guess what we're hearing, right now, and guess who we're hearing it from? We're hearing from the big institutional players like Franklin Templeton that 2025 is the year that the crypto landscape will likely see pivotal advancements shaped by regulatory clarity, institutional adoption, and technological evolution. Again, right now we're hearing the discussions on regulations, right? The institutions are here, they're adopting, they're ready to utilize this tech, and we are seeing the technological evolution through tokenization. And they said, we believe this will be led by U.S. regulators such as the SEC, enabling more diversified financial investment products associated with the crypto space, such as ETFs or tokenized security products, which, by the way, XRP ETF filing by who? Franklin Templeton. Same company that said, hey, guess what? The greatest distraction from the greatest disruption is Bitcoin. But also, favorable regulation will allow the U.S. to reestablish itself as a global hub for crypto innovation. Major TradFi players and crypto infrastructure begin to intersect. We're already starting to see that, especially with stablecoin regulatory discussions now. Tokenized products and stablecoins adoption will continue to expand and be major drivers of DeFi growth globally. Bitcoin will solidify its position as a global financial asset, acting as a digital store of value. And again, they're not bearish on Bitcoin. They're just saying, it is a big distraction. You should be looking at these additional big players in the space, because we are starting to see them being spotlighted as major key drivers around the institutional and enterprise side of adoption and use. Now, on top of that, we also have decentralized physical infrastructure networks, DePIN. We'll see heightened demand, and industries prioritize decentralized and efficient solutions for real-world applications like logistics and Internet of Things. We will see the convergence of AI and crypto accelerate as well. AI agents will utilize blockchain rails to automate on-chain transactions and portfolio management. And overall, 2025 will mark a shift from speculation to utility, as crypto's foundational technologies become integral to global financial and operational systems. Stakeholders should watch regulatory developments, institutional moves, and advancements in AI crypto convergence to navigate this dynamic landscape. So again, this is coming from an institutional player telling you specifically what's happening, all while pushing XRP ETFs. And this is why I've said that these big institutions, like even BlackRock, keep pushing the Bitcoin and Ethereum hype machine to the retail sector. They are not telling you the real value. Right now, I mean, how many people were actually in XRP before the move to $1, before the move to $2, before the move to $3? Do you understand what I mean here? Because guess what we heard all the way leading up to XRP actually going crazy? Well, we kept hearing about Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, Bitcoin, ETFs, Bitcoin is going to be this, Bitcoin's going to be. So it was all one big distraction and all one big hype machine to keep you away from the real value. And this is why I've always said that, like, while the entire world is looking at tokenization and, they're moving towards a more digital based system, we continue to see Bitcoin and Ethereum spotlighted, even though that they're not going to be able to handle the demand. They're not even going to be able to be utilized around these types of financial services, which is why we look at XRP. And what's crazy about all of this, right? We really look at what's going on behind XRP. There was a great post made by Sese. I hope that I'm saying that name correctly, but we have XRP has been crypto's best shot at institutional adoption. If we are moving towards an institutional-based market, if you will, XRP is one of the most bullish projects in this space. For over a decade, it has powered global cross-border payments with speed and efficiency. Now with Axelar, XRP is making its move into DeFi. Here's how. XRP has quietly supported one of the largest cross-border payments and tokenization networks in the world, RippleNet by Ripple. Launched in 2012, XRP was built to address inefficiencies in global payments. High fees, delayed payment and slow settlement, lack of transparency. It excellently solved these by offering banks and institutions faster, cheaper, and more efficient alternative. And here we actually have the breakdown of how that looks. Over the years, XRP's efficiency, speed, and reliability has earned the trust of institutional giants and banks. The results, 500 plus institutional partners, 80 plus traditional and crypto markets, covers 90% of global FX payments, 70 billion plus in transaction value. But XRP has a major drawback. It lacks programmability. Unlike Ethereum, XRP Ledger does not allow smart contract deployment, lacks native DeFi functionality. This means no DeFi activities and no way to communicate with other blockchains. Enter Axelar. Now, again, I've been very bullish on Axelar for what it is going to provide for XRP. And we have here, since the XRP Ledger does not natively support smart contracts, Ripple built the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain, which would connect the XRP Ledger via Axelar. That integration would create the shortest path to XRP to scale, enabling DeFi activities and dApps to thrive within its ecosystem. And you know what's crazy about this, right? Like, there's a lot behind this that, you know, really kind of pertains to the adoption, the growth, the expansion of the XRP Ledger. Like, these are great for developers, great for transfers, transactions between XRP, the XRP L, and the EVM sidechain, and 70 other plus interconnected chains. Like, this is all great. But you know what's crazy about all of this? Right? Like, this is coming to the XRP Ledger in a huge way, but look at the growth of the actual XRP Ledger itself. This is over the last couple months. Look at the accounts, look at the trust lines. This is one of the most bullish looking charts ever. And this just goes to show you how bullish the XRP Ledger actually is at this current moment in time. But let's go back over here to why all of this matters. Well, by bridging XRP Ledger to a broader DeFi ecosystem, Axelar enables XRP to scale beyond its native environment, unlocking new use cases for liquidity and financial applications. This expanded interoperability not only benefits retail DeFi users, but also creates a foundation for institutional adoption. As more institutions adopt blockchain into their system, they would seek some level of centralization and regulatory compliance, something XRP excels in. They have massive institutional partnerships and is leading the charge in institutional DeFi. It's actually well positioned to become the liquidity layer powering both TradFi and DeFi, and Axelar would play a crucial role as the connectivity layer. In the near term, we could see dApps that combine DeFi and cross-border payments powered by Axelar MDS, seamless tokenization of RWAs to multiple DeFi ecosystems with Axelar ITS, and then, of course, we have seamless movement of assets across multiple ecosystems with efficient on and off ramping in major banks powered by Axelar GMP. So when we think about the future of finance, when we think about the internet of value, when we think about what's really going on here, DeFi and TradFi are converging at a rapid pace. The institutions are at the forefront of all of this. And guess what? XRP is perfectly positioned for all of this with the help of Axelar, with the connections back to Ondo as well. I mean, guys, it's very clear. It's very clear when we go over to rwa.xyz. We have the XRP Ledger here. We have already over $50+ million tied to it. There's still a lot more that's getting added here. We could see the big spike here over the last 2 days. The institutions are already tokenizing. We know that utility is set to become the main driver around this space. I don't understand why people keep saying that utility won't matter at all. Utility is going to be one of the largest price drivers ever. It's actually going to be the thing that makes XRP extremely valuable. And if you are an XRP holder that holds a significant amount of XRP, you are going to become very wealthy because of utility becoming the main price driver, because we know how much utility is actually tied to the XRPL. I don't care about the short term. I don't even care about the medium term. I care about seeing all of the things that need to be put in place fall into place so that we could finally realize in the real value behind XRP. Because right now, what we are seeing is a fake value on XRP. It's not the real value. It's a value driven by Bitcoin, by speculation, by hype. I mean, even this entire space is tied back to Bitcoin because of Bitcoin's dominance. So when we think about the space right now, it's a complete joke. When we start to see regulations hitting this space in a big way and we start to see actual adoption, that's when we really start to see the biggest moves happening around these projects like XRP. And I'm very excited for those days. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said,
So shout out to my main man, in cash. Was that in cash? Yeah, in cash official. And the information about the XRP ledger. And let me see.
Big news rocked the crypto world yesterday, especially if you're an XRP holder. Thanks to Fox Business journalist Eleanor Tarrant. Her post, which you can see on your screen, has everyone talking. Let me quickly recap to get you up to speed, but here's what you need to know up front. Eleanor isn't just tossing around rumors. She has reliable sources with a solid track record. Tired of fake gurus who claim to be expert traders but never trade live? I trade live on the second largest crypto exchange, where everything is transparent and results can't be faked. For over 440 days, I've consistently closed every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have seen over 70% profit with only 4% drawdown. Verified results, not empty claims. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in my profile and start copying my trades for free today. This isn't random internet gossip. According to her insiders, the SEC versus Ripple saga might finally be coming to an end. That's right, the appeal and the lawsuit could wrap up very soon. If her sources are correct, this could be a game changer for XRP and the entire crypto space. Stay tuned. That's the buzz here, right? There's a lot to unpack, but stick with me. I'll be sharing insights from a few attorneys in this video, including one from the XRP community who also happens to be a lawyer. He's pretty bullish on the idea that, hey, this whole thing could just vanish. Vacate the order, wipe the slate clean, and boom, it's all good. Now here's the kicker. Depending on the timing, this could all unfold in the heart of what might be XRP's biggest bull run ever. Imagine tossing gasoline on an already roaring fire. That's why this matters so much for XRP holders. The legal clarity for XRP itself, that's been set in stone since July 13th, 2023. So nothing shakes that foundation. But markets? Oh, they thrive on hype and optimism. Positive news like this? It could send the XRP community into overdrive, and the market along with it. Let me share a perspective from a few attorneys on this topic. Interestingly, they all seem to agree on the general idea. It's really just a matter of how likely it is to play out. Ripple and the SEC can't exactly team up and make it happen themselves, given there's already been a ruling. So yes, there's some complexity here. But before diving further, let me make something crystal clear. I don't have a financial background. I'm not giving financial advice. And you definitely shouldn't make any financial decisions based on what I say or write. I'm just a crypto enthusiast who loves talking about these topics on YouTube for fun and as a hobby. Now, on to the big news. Yesterday morning, Fox Business journalist Eleanor Tarrant dropped a bombshell. She posted this on Twitter, and it's blown up with 2.1 million views and endless discussions since. Even if you're not into XRP, you've probably heard about it. It's that big of a deal. Here's her scoop. Two well-placed sources revealed that the
overall consensus that the update will be dropped, the lawsuit will be dropped, and XRP will open all the way up. So let me know what you guys think about that as well.
Ignition sequence start.
And we'll see what
5,
digital
4,
asset investor
3,
has to say.
2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey, everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and we had a code red emergency this morning. I woke up, opened the cabinet, and I was out of coffee. I had forgotten to go get coffee yesterday morning. This is by far the worst case scenario of things that can happen around my house. So, luckily, it was Friday, and my son was telling me I had to go get him Chick-fil-A anyway, which I already knew. So we're drinking Chick-fil-A coffee this morning, and then I'll have to go to the store later. Friday's a good day, but when you don't have your coffee in the morning, it can be devastating. We've taken care of the problem. We've got a $2.31 XRP this morning. Look at this. Top 5 altcoins by rank over the last 24 hours on Lunar Crush. Coming in at number 1 would be X, R, and P. Look at this. Gold knows very well what's coming from zero hedge. Gold trades above $3,000 for the first time ever. That's a good thing because I love gold. gold, not Bitcoin, by the way. And I'm not saying Bitcoin's not going to go up, but Bitcoin's not ever replacing gold, folks. Don't believe that one. Jim Rickers, whoop, there it is. Gold just hit 3,000 per ounce for the first time, only the beginning. Now, I want to go back to this because we got to, there were so many things that were not correct in Charles Gasparino's tweet. But first, I want to reiterate, make no mistake, folks. Charles Gasparino is doing the bidding of the people, I don't know certain names, but the people who are all caught up in ETHgate, make no mistake, this dude is doing their bidding. Because I honestly don't even believe what he wrote here. I don't even believe that Ethereum is, if Ethereum is in the conversation, it's because Ripple's using what was uncovered about ETHgate as leverage, if it's involved at all. But this business of going back and, when have you heard them even bring up the whole decentralization narrative since we uncovered ETHgate? They wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. They all dropped it. Okay. The last time I saw it, remember when Bill Hinman just all of a sudden showed up on stage at one of these conferences recently and literally started talking about that? It makes you wonder if over there in these Ripple negotiations that someone, maybe Bill Hinman, has planted the seed with these people that, look, you got to stick with this decentralization thing to get us out of this. But something's going on. Gasparino, this was not a tweet. This was a plant. Make no mistake. But I want to remind you, because we got to correct him on this. This is the biggest thing that we got to correct him on. Both, he's saying that Ethereum and XRP both were issued the same way. That's 100% lie. Was not. Ethereum, they did the Ethereum sale before Ethereum even launched. Okay. That is not how XRP was put out to the world. Right here. Ethereum says both used finance to build out the platform, yet Ripple got sued and Ethereum didn't, because Ethereum had since morphed into a commodity. Now, what he doesn't say in this tweet is what Hinman's reasoning was. It had morphed, their claim with the Hinman speech was that it had morphed into a commodity because it was now decentralized. Well, we have proof that that was a lie. We have proof that we didn't have while we're uncovering ETHgate. This was in the freaking movie. This is Stephen Narioff. So remember, Bill Hinman met with Lubin and with Vitalik Buterin. And then he goes out and gives the speech about how now it's decentralized. Okay, he met with them under oath, by the way. Listen to what Stephen Narioff said. Now remember, Stephen Narioff was there when he was there. He was communicating with, in the early days of Ethereum, with both Lubin and with Vitalik Buterin, and has proof. Listen to this.
I've shown documents that would have unraveled the entire attempt that they did to give this regulatory preference or halo simply to Ethereum through the speech that Bill Hinman gave. I have shown the documentation to show that Ethereum itself knew that they were not decentralized, which was the basis of that speech at the time he gave the speech, and he had met with both of them under oath, which is a felony, and they both knew, and I was the only person that had that document, other than the two of them, Joseph Dubin and Vitalik Buterin, and that document was signed by Vitalik Buterin himself.
So the entire thing was based on a lie. So the idea that somehow Ripple's having to justify XRP versus Ethereum, it's all bullcrap. All of it's bullcrap. And Charles Gasparino knows that. This was put out to put a narrative out, folks. And I don't even believe it. Now, against that backdrop, now think about this for a minute and ask yourself, have you ever heard Brad Garley, anybody associated with Ripple, say anything bordering on this, not just stupid, but shady? No, you haven't.
For a long time.
This is from the other day. This is from February 26th of this year. Lubin, remember, he went silent. His attorneys told him to go quiet, which they should tell him to go quiet permanently because this guy's got some issues. But now he's out running his mouth again.
There have been so many problems with raising capital for projects for the last few decades. It used to take a ton of capital and big teams. It got smaller and smaller. We're even in a phase where you don't actually need to raise money. You can just create your own magic internet money and attract your team that way.
Nobody has thumbed their nose at the SEC the way this guy has. And I don't care if we're pro crypto or not. This guy should see some repercussions for all the things that he's openly talked about that he's done. All right, the Bitcoin maxis are still trying. They're still trying. They keep losing. Do you think this is a Bitcoin maxi, Corey Bates, do you think Patrick Bet David got paid to make the Ripple video? 80% no. Whoops. These people, they love making clowns of themselves daily. And here's two more clowns. This is that moment when you realize the XRP army is more powerful than your artificial Bitcoin marketing machine because we've done actual research.
Right after that, I saw Patrick Bet David do a survey in which he asked which crypto asset had the best long-term tech. And Ripple got 43.8% of the vote. Bitcoin only got 35.
It's because the public's not stupid, dude. That's what you guys aren't getting.
What is going on here? Why do you think so many people are in favor of Ripple?
So when I wrote that thread, I really quickly did some research and looked into, okay.
Guess what, buddy? I've done research for over 7 years on this. I'm a little ahead of you. You really quickly did some research.
Well, what's kind of the value proposition here? What's just like the 101? And the story of Ripple kind of tells itself. It's just like, here's a coin. It's been around since 2012. And I think if anybody asks the question, like, well, how has it actually been used? What has actually been done with it? When you have a technology that's been around for more than a decade at this point, and nobody's using it, then you need to ask questions. Why? And I don't think there's any question that.
Now, these guys know that Ripple's been under regulatory capture for the last 4 years. So what they do is they throw out, oh, well, nobody's using it. Well, they've been under regulatory capture where nobody can use it.
But like,
and then he fails to tell the audience, Ripple, MoneyGram was using it before the SEC lawsuit. That's the reason they filed the lawsuit, was to they realized, and remember what David Strzelecki said, the financial planner guy? He said that Bank of America was using Ripple for their internal transactions, and everybody thought they were about to start using it. I believe that's why the SEC was sent after them. I believe the Wall Street big boys said, look, this is dangerous. This will be way disruptive to what we're doing if Bank of America comes in and owns this whole space.
In the crypto industry, it's littered with fraud and scams and false marketing and all of these other things. And I think that Ripple is an organization that has done a lot of.
Notice, no, I just showed you Joseph Lubin. No, if these guys were wanting to really highlight someone who's done something shady, they would highlight Joseph Lubin, but they don't. Why do they not focus? Why don't they ever focus on Ethereum? It's because Ethereum's not the threat. That's why.
Taking a lot of like disingenuous steps towards the way that they're marketing the company. They went on a campaign where, well, I guess I'll start with, they issued a token as a way to finance Ripple. The
Satoshi issued a token to finance something.
A network to be adopted. Since there's been these different directions they've tried to go, but the original intention of this project was to facilitate remittance payments and be some sort of like banking settlement network. They want to create a CBDC. Like, that's ultimately what they want.
Actually, they have a real USD. It's a stable coin.
To do. And which I'm fundamentally against, but like putting that aside, it's
which they issued on the XRP ledger, which you can't do on Bitcoin.
the question of like, will it actually work? Will it be adopted? And it's been around for forever. They create this token. It was a huge pre-mine. They effectively just, sell it to finance different marketing initiatives. So that's all they've really done is they captured a ton of value from the token during the 2017 rally. And, everybody knows that these things don't trade off of fundamentals. They trade around narratives and hype. We've seen that time and time again throughout cycles. And Ripple was so successful doing that it gave them a very significant treasury and firepower to be able to like implement a bunch of different marketing campaigns. And
it's biddable. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into DAI XRP, and I've been making my videos kind of long. I want to make this shorter. Okay, so in DAI XRP, go to DAIXRP.com to join through the Patreon. It's about the price of a cup of coffee, Starbucks coffee. It's one of the best coffees. Or you can go below this YouTube video, click the join button, and we do extended content with no advertising over the whole video. So you'll get the YouTube video with no advertising and the extra content with no advertising. So we're going to talk XRP. We're going to talk where things are going, what we're looking at. Got a lot more stuff I want to show you too around XRP as well. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Here we go.
Ignition sequence start.
So that was actually some really good information, guys. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you agree or disagree? Is he on to something, or is this more FUD? But I do think he's right. These guys are doing everything in their power to keep XRP down as long as possible. And that was crazy that what he said, MoneyGram was using it. That MoneyGram was using XRP. That's why the regulatory authorities came to check it out. I knew it was something. I need to research that. I don't want to give you guys down a rabbit hole, but I need to research that and let you know. But let me get back to you on that note. But thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing, and subscribing. Thanks for spending some time with your main man, BTM, on this Friday. And as always, we hope the crypto journey is good for you and helps you create generational wealth. But as always, let's get back to the money, guys, and stay dangerous. Miner out.